The whole process, let me think, it took me like 3 years to get fully licensed.
I'm at U of T, so University of Toronto. I'm in the PharmD program specifically. It's a professional program, and I'm in third year. What made me choose pharmacy was, I started out in life sciences at McMaster. I originally thought that I was going to go possibly into med school or optometry or something, but something similar to that. But, I didn't really think of pharmacy as a possible option.
I grew to like it eventually because it was interesting to me. The field of biology and pharmaceutics was something that I had interest in. So even though I had an international degree, I had to get it recognized here. So that's why I had to write 3 exams, do internships, and then do the 6 months bridging program from U of T.
In my third year, I was in this program where it focused on drug discovery and the commercialization of pharmaceutical products. And that kind of generated a lot more interest for me in pharmacy specifically. I really wanted to explore more of the patient side of pharmacy and be a little bit more patient-centered and focus more on the medications themselves.
For me, the best part of being a pharmacist is the ability to help people. With the newer scope that we have, we can prescribe for minor ailments. It is a highly stressful environment, so you need to be able to deal with all the chaos going on and stay focused.
You just see like a pharmacist at a Shoppers Drug Mart or Rexall, counting pills or, talking to patients about the products that they're using and whatnot. But, behind the scenes, you see so much more about are there any interactions between different drugs that they're taking that are listed on their profile?
As a general rule, pharmacists are supposed to finish everything that's been going on during their shift and leave as much less work as possible for the other person taking over, because it's a 7-hour shift and we're constantly being interrupted. So we have, as pharmacists, we have to verify that the prescriptions have been entered correctly by the assistants. The doctor should match the prescription exactly, the address, the phone, fax number, and then we need to verify if the prescription is appropriate for that person. There's no interactions with their pre-existing medications. Then the assistant usually fills the prescription. We check that it's correct, the expiry date. We open the vials to see that nothing is amiss. Then we have vaccines going on this season, the flu and the COVID shots. And then there's phone calls. The phone rings constantly.
The conditions could be better for sure. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of leeway for for example, pharmacists to have lunch breaks. A lot of pharmacists actually skip lunch. They don't have food at all because you have to constantly be doing things, whether it's, product checking medications, answering patients' questions. And because only one pharmacist is working at a time too, it kind of handcuffs them to the desk per se, and they don't really have a chance to move around and, often to take a bathroom break. So, it's really difficult to see that, as a future professional, that's something that I would have to do if I were to work in a community pharmacy, is that sort of lifestyle. And especially, standing all day, there's no seats or anything that you can really sit on at the pharmacy. So I do think that there needs to be a change with the working conditions, maybe at least 2 pharmacists can be working at the time. So, someone can take a break when needed.
It's not possible to finish every single thing. So you do need that support from the other professionals.
There's so many things that are going on behind the scenes that patients don't really know when they're going into a pharmacy to start off with.
It wasn't our fault, but and we did help him with what he needed. But as he was leaving, he cursed at the pharmacy staff. So then we had to ban him.
You gotta just You gotta just get through it.
We do help other people with their needs, but we can sometimes ignore our own, and pharmacy professionals and even other healthcare professionals need to prioritize their own health first.
A tip that I would give someone going into the pharmacy profession is to advocate for yourself. Yes, we want to make sure that patients are getting the medications. We want to make sure that they have better access to care, and that's very important. But I think it's really hard for us to do that if we ourselves are not taking care of our own, mental and physical health.
It is rewarding when you help someone.
I enjoy it. I do like the things that I do. I like working also and applying the skills that I'm learning in school to the real world settings. So
it feels nice to help people with their needs, whether it be healthcare or otherwise in our capacity. So you can only help others if you're feeling 100% yourself.
Hopefully that's something that can be looked at in the future. What would I see myself being in pharmacy in the next 10 years? Great question.
I think I see myself either as a pharmacy manager or a pharmacy owner.
I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I hope maybe like an industry role or a governmental position, trying to help patients increase their access to care.
Working in a hospital pharmacy, or I may move to the US because they get paid a lot more there. Is that good?
Yeah.